Welcome back to a second part of my PlayStation 1 collection. It's a bit of a marathon, I must admit, but hopefully you'll all enjoy it. If we was up to we did up to G, didn't we? So we're up to H now, and I think we'll probably stop at after Q. So hopefully it won't take too long. So without further delay, let's get started. Okay, hardcore 4x4 racing. It's a 1-disc game in a 2-disc box. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Hydro Thunder. This is quite a sought after game. Hogs of War. It's a bit of a comedy. It's like a Conker's Bad Fur Day game, I suppose, but with pigs. Voiced by the late Rick Mail out of the young ones and bottom. Hidden and Dangerous. Never played it. This comes with a 3D glasses. Heart of Darkness. I'm pretty sure it's a 2-disc game. Let's say how many discs it is. Yeah, 2-disc. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, another Harry Potter game. This on the PS2 is really expensive. You would have thought it would be cheap as chips. And also you would have thought they released tons of them, but I think they did for PS1, but not so much for PS2, which is probably why it goes for stupid money. Right, this is a combination for a charity called Help, and it includes Broken Sword, the first game, Road Rash, and Mist. And that's on 3 discs. Okay, another sort of the horror game. This is actually I've got the European edition, but it's all plays in English anyway. Hell Knight, quite an expensive game by Konami. And another sort after game, quite based on Resident Evil. It is, I say based on Resident Evil, it plays like Resident Evil with the tank controls and everything, and with cheesy voice acting. In Europe it's called Hard Edge, but in America I think it's called TRAG or something. Not a cheap game. Just set me back £30, so not a cheap game. But I guess it's relative, isn't it? Okay, there was a European cartoon character, I'm not sure how good it is or not, called Hugo. And once you get one Hugo game, here's the first Hugo, I tend to get them all really, complete with subset. So Hugo 2, Hugo the Evil Mirror, Hugo Black Diamond Fever, and Hugo Frog Fighter. No idea if they're any good or not, but a bit of a different subset. Looking at H. Moving on to I, we have, based on the great IP, International Superstar Soccer Pro. Probably one of Konami. I tend to get all the Konami football games. Inspector Gadget, Gadgety Craze Maze. No, Gadget's Crazy Maze, sorry. This game's got a combination of mini games with a wacky sort of Japanese character. Probably not very perfectly correct, but here it's quite a. It's not an expensive game. It wasn't. I think it is going up in price and interest. It's called Incredible Crisis. International Superstar Soccer 2, which became Pro Evolution, as we know, by Konami. So I've got all those PES games, so I guess you have to get those if you collect the PES games. I think it's a bit of a horror thriller game. In Cold Blood. Not played it though. And it's Independence Day. Again, it's black on the edge, so I don't mind getting a sort of a budget release of this one, because again it fits in and it's cheaper than the first edition. Okay, moving on to J. This is new and sealed. Again, black on the edge. Judge Dredd. Obviously not played it. Jet Racer, probably a mediocre basic game. But I do like the jet racing type games, so it wasn't a lot of money. Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds includes obviously a music from Jeff Wayne, so that's the main reason to own it. Played this once one Christmas, got it, I don't know, quite a few, probably about 14 years ago. But yeah, not too bad. Lots of strategy in that. Okay, Jade Cocoon. Was there a Jade Cocoon 2? I don't think so. If it is, I haven't got it. But Jade Cocoon. And Jersey Devil. Yeah, it was a Jade Cocoon 2 on the PS2, which I do have on the PS2, but not PS1. That's it. Yeah, Jersey Devil. I'm not sure about Jersey Devil. Okay, moving on to K. Right, I think we've got about 2 or 3 Kingsfield games in the States, but we only got a first one. So first Kingsfield, all complete. Quite a sought after game. Okay. Again, I don't think this is particularly good, but it is Konami. With a fighting game. Kensai Sacred Fist. This is probably rubbish. Kickboxing Knockout. Again, it's only a cheap game. I don't know if this is any good or not. I've not played it, but it's Kiss. Kiss Pinball. So that's the reason why I got it more than anything else, really. Bit of a novelty. This is a 4-disc RPG, Caldeka. Or Caldelco, however you pronounce it. Not played it. I'm not sure if it's any good or not, but okay, these two are very sought after. So we have Klonoa, the first one. Door to Phantomville, and includes the free demo of Point Blank. And the second one, Klonoa Beach Volleyball. This is much cheaper than that first one. And for K, I'm not sure if this is any good or not. It's like, I think it's like a mech type horror game. Kilik with Blood. And when I bought it originally, so I got, I think it was like off the internet, and the first time I got sent was this copy, which is like a rental copy. So obviously I complained, and I think the seller sent me out the proper copy. But I still kind of kept this one because it's in a rental box, and they're kind of uncommon really nowadays. So that's the reason why I got that. Okay, L. We have Looney Tunes Racing. Again, I'm not sure if it's any good or not. Lone Soldier. We have the first top-down, I don't know, sort of, not sure how you pronounce this sort of genre. I think it's a bit like, what was that new game out? That Smash TV type game, but it's called Loaded. So it's a bit of a top-down, you know, you shoot everything in your way type game. And it's a sequel Reloaded. Both 2 disc box, but 1 disc games. There's a sequel to this on PS2, I think. This is Largo Winch Commando Tsar. I don't know if he's a kind of James Bond type character. I don't know. I never played it. Right, Konami game. Lethal Enforcers, light gun game. Lemmings. You all heard of Lemmings. Lost Vikings 2. I do have the first one as well on the Mega Drive. Was it Mega Drive first Lost Vikings? I think so. And there's some Lego games as well. We got Lego Races, Lego Island 2, and Lego Rock Raiders. And we've got Blood Omen. This is, I don't know. I've got this under L for Legacy of Kain. So we've got Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, the first Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, and then the second, which is Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. So that's probably why I got that underneath L, I suppose. And a couple of London racing games, London Racer and London Racer 2. Okay. L. Now we've got to go on to Jackie. Got M now, haven't we? Right, moving on to M. Make sure I'm not missing any out. Yeah. We have Music 2000, which is like I guess it's a game where you mix music, I suppose. Couple of a Muppets game, Muppets Monster Adventure. I do like the Muppets, so that's the main reason why I had to get that. And a Muppets racing game, Muppets Race Mania. Yeah, it's Muppets Racing, what's not to like? Mission Impossible. I think that's on the free N64 as well, wasn't it? Okay. Eminem's Shell Shock. Never played it, no idea if it's any good or not. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. Cheap game. Mickey's Wild Adventure with a bonus CD inside. There's 2 discs. Monopoly. I'm not likely to have a play that, to be honest. Metal Slug 10 X. I guess it's Metal Slug. Is it Metal Slug 10 or X? I don't know. It should be 10 if it's going by Roman numerals. Like Medal of Honor and second one, Medal of Honor Underground. Now for the first medieval game, which I think was re-released on the PS4 recently, or last year. Medieval 2. Right, this game is based on the Legend of the Monkey King called Monkey Hero. Again, it was just a one I saw cheap and it looked a bit interesting, which could then again maybe one that might be collectible in the future, who knows. Hard game, Martian Gothic, set in space. Maximum Force, no idea, never played it. I think this one's was quite good fun actually. Mass Destruction. I think you just go around destroying everything really on that one. I think this is quite a mediocre racing game. Max Power Racing. Again, I saw cheap and complete. Right, the classic Missile Command, but obviously a modern take on it. Men in Black series, based on a cartoon series, Crashdown. Another music game. Alright, The First Mist. You all know about that. Mech Warrior 2. Right, this is a really good game actually. Millennium Soldier Expendable. I think that might have been on 362, but I don't know. But it's a really good game, guys, and it's quite cheap. I think it's well worth getting. Right, I got the Metal Gear Solid collection. So I got the first game, Metal Solid, and special missions. So yeah, a nice little collector set, all complete. Alright, this game I think is it part of the Castle of Shikigami collection? Or is it Giga Wing I'm thinking of? It's one of those two. Anyway, Mobile Light Force. I think is it? It's one of those two IPs, isn't it? It's from. Okay, right, fighting game, classic. Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Marvel versus Capcom. One of my favourites, Marvel Superheroes. This is really good. It's my favourite. It's fantastic on the Saturn, especially with the cartridge. And we have two of the Mega Man games, Mega Man Legends and Mega Man Legends 2. Two rather pricey games, I may add, but they are even more expensive Mega Man games, I believe, on the PlayStation 1 as well, which I'm not going to bother getting because I've got those on the PS2 collection as well as on the PS4. Whereas I think Mega Man Legends 1 and 2, I think that's the only way you can play those is on the PS1 disc. Okay, we have MDK. I think the sequel of this came out on the PSP. And last but not least, for the M, we have the Mortal Kombat games. So I'll get some kind of order. Okay. Alright, so we have Mortal Kombat Trilogy. It's black at the end, even though it's like almost like a classics edition on the front, but still it's cheaper than other versions. Mortal Kombat 3, which came in this cardboard case. I don't know if it came in the plastic case. I don't think it did. Mortal Kombat 4. I played it. I finally got this complete. I had to buy 2 copies of this game, so I do have a spare one without my manual. But to get this with a manual was really, really difficult, so I bought a bit of book and bought a second copy. And so it's all complete now. Mortal Kombat Mythologies. Super expensive game in the UK on the PS1. It's much cheaper in the States, I believe, but the UK game version of this is really hard to get complete. Not a good game though. And another one which isn't very good is Mortal Kombat Special Forces. Okay, but it's still good to have those all the same. Right, let's move on to N. Right, we have N-Gen, Next Generation Racing. Okay, based on HP Lovecraft with Necronomicon. I played it. NBA Jam Extreme. Okay, we have Nuclear Strike. I do have under the yeses Soviet Strike as well. Right, got to have a hockey game. NHL Breakaway 98. And NHL Face Off. No Fear Downhill Mountain Biking. Oh. Looks like I've got 2 copies of Next Generation Racing by the looks of this. I do. So obviously another one, but this one is the original black copy, and this is like a classics cover. So obviously I'll keep this. Sort that out. Ninja Shadow of a Darkness. It's good going for your your collection, doing collection videos, because sometimes that's how you discover your doubles, really. Okay, right, this is I think it's like a first person, or was it third person perspective? I know it's maybe first person perspective space shooter, Nova Storm. 2-disc game. This is Newman HAAS Racing. So I think it's like IndyCar racing, I think, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, or American IndyCar racing, I think that's based on. But using Formula 1 cars, I don't know. Because there's the IndyCar challenge, it must be. Okay, and we also have the Need for Speed games. So let's try to get this in some order. Okay, I'm not sure this is the exact right order. So we have the first Need for Speed, which I do also have in the Saturn. And then Need for Speed 2. Need for Speed 3, Porsche Noble Pursuit. That's more common than the other ones, so much so. Need for Speed Porsche 2000. And Need for Speed Road Challenge. You may have got more than those in the States, I don't know. Okay, moving on to O. Okay. We have ODT. I think it's like, you know, like a top-down. Was it like Doom type game? I don't know. I think it's like more third-person perspective, perhaps. I'm not sure if it's any good or not. Okay, a Capcom game, One Piece Mansion. Yeah, this has got an unusual art style, I think. Quite an uncommon game. I've not played it though, to be honest. One man, one solution, one state of mind, one. Again, not played that one. Okay, with two Oddworld games. So we have a Oddworld, an Oddworld 2, Abe's Exodus. Okay. Now we have this game Omega Boost. Again, a sort of a space type shooting game. Now, is this the one that's voiced by Bruce Campbell? Not the other one I showed earlier in the last video. I can't remember now. All look very similar at the end of the day, don't they? Anyway, okay. We have a sort of like worms, but with ships, I believe this is. The game Overboard. So you know you play out pirate, trying to shoot other pirate ships. And we have a couple of spooky horror games. We have Overblood and the second Overblood 2. Okay. So zeros out of the way. Moving on to P. Right. We have Psychic Force, which is a sort of a beat 'em up type, you know, one-on-one fighting type games, sort of anime style, but you kind of float in the sky. You do. And there was also a sequel, Psycho Force 2. Now these games are really quite good. I don't think they were both released in the States. I mean, maybe one of those may have been released in the States, and I think they may be super expensive, but we got both of those in Europe anyway. Parasite Eve. I got the second one, which I think is in my American collection. The Pink Panther Pinkable Pursuit. No idea if that's any good or not, but I'm not desperate to play it one. Pitfall 3D. Power Rangers Time Force. That was the only Power Rangers game. A pool game, Pool Shark. Okay, another Street Fighter Capcom type based game, Pocket Fighter. And based on Tim Burton movie Planet of the Apes. This is another unusual game. It's Pet in TV. Your new best friend. It's like it was a Japanese game, but they brought it out to Europe, and it's quite a weird one whereby I think you create your own kind of virtual type pet type thing. Again, very unusual game that. I'm not sure if it's expensive or not, but could be a hidden gem in the future. Okay, P.O.Ed. P.O.D. Oh, it's too dark in here for me to read what it says in the back. Never played it, no, not sure what's it about. Okay. I do like the World War II games. Panzer Front, especially tank battle ones. The first Pandemonium game and Pandemonium 2. Okay. No idea if this game is going to be collectible or not. It was cheap as chips at the time. Pajama Sam. No idea. I think this is Porsche Challenge. I don't know if it's related to Need for Speed games or not. Anyway, last but not least, we've got the Point Blank game. So we've got the first Point Blank, Point Blank 2, and Point Blank 3. Okay, let's move on to Q, then we'll call it a day for this video. So, there's only two titles for Q, what I've got. You can probably guess what they are. First of all, we've got a 3D version of Cuba, a modern remake, followed by Quake 2. I think this was also on the N64. And I think Quake 1 you can only get on a Saturn, I believe, but I could be wrong. Saturn and PC, I think. But yeah, Quake 2. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Tune in for our next video, which will be a final one for my PAL PS1 collection. There will be a fourth video at some point in the future, which will be on my American and Japanese games, which I'll do sooner than later. Take care, bye.